So here we are in week one, and what we're going to do this week is along the lines of what we'll do every week. This week does have an additional assignment to it that is not traditional of all other weeks, but there is one in week one and week four. Then there's also a final project. So week one's a little bit different because it has that extra assignment. But what we do have in week one are some readings. So there is a link to the divisions of the American Psychological Association. And there you can learn about the disciplines in psychology. There are a lot more than you might think, so take a look at those. Maybe visit some of those pages and look at the descriptions of the ones that are interesting to you. There's also some APA quick guides that I have compiled. So there are guides on how to do different parts of an APA style paper, which is the format that we use in our discipline. And so there's a how to do a title page, levels of heading, a reference quick guide for different types of references that you might run into when you are trying to use resources for a paper. And then there is an APA annotated student paper, which I think is pretty interesting because what this is a paper that is submitted at a student level. It says student level there. And it highlights some of the major points of how to create this paper in a good outline structure. So I would use this as just kind of a general guideline if you're looking at how to format paper, etc. Now, we also have a reading that's in the textbook, so read chapter 14 on Bensley. We're starting with chapter 14 because it's about writing, and module 1 is about writing in the discipline and APA format, so it goes into some of the critical thinking issues in writing. Okay. Then we have some lecture videos, and all these lecture videos are produced through YouTube, so they are widely available, and what's nice is that you can watch them either through Canvas, or if you want to watch it on YouTube, you can do that as well. So if you just click play, it'll play, and you can also do closed captions if you want to. Those are auto-generated, so they should be okay. It might pick up a wrong word here and there on the closed caption because I'm not always completely articulate, but for the most part, it will be okay. So you have 4 lecture videos. These are about APA writing, and then this chapter 14 lecture video goes along with the textbook. So if you open that again, it's a YouTube video. Click play and you can watch it. They do tend to be a little bit long, but we are using these lecture videos as a way to replicate some kind of instruction in the classroom. So you can expect them to be, an hour or so long. So along with all the lecture videos, there is a PowerPoint. So the chapter 14 PowerPoint goes along with the lecture video. So if you want to follow along with that, that's fine too. There are 3 assignments for this week. We have a comprehension quiz, which again are, as you read in the syllabus, are quizzes that are designed to help guide you along the reading, not to trick you, not to test you on anything necessarily, but they are designed to make sure that you're doing the reading and that you're following along with the more important points of the chapter. So do complete the comprehension quiz. We have a discussion board in chapter 14. And in chapter 14's discussion board, you're going to be looking at some of the obstacles to clear thinking and communication. These are covered in the book. So please do take a look at those. There are a couple tables that I'll refer to in the lecture video that will help you to answer these as well. So please do answer each of these. There are 8 of them, but ideally it doesn't take you more than a couple of minutes to come to the conclusion that is correct and to report it. So as always, follow the netiquette of discussion boards, that you are creating new threads to these and make sure that you answer the questions concisely and as well formatted as you possibly can. Initial posts are due by Wednesday, and your follow-up posts are due on Sunday, and both end of day. And then we have last is a critical thinking assignment for chapter 14. So in chapter 14, because we're talking about writing, I'm going to ask you to take a look at a manuscript that is attached to this assignment. And I'm going to ask you to make corrections and submit your corrected version of this manuscript. So you will open up this Word doc, make changes according to what you believe to be the correct way to format them using the different types of APA formatting that we covered in this chapter. And then you will submit that document through Canvas as an attachment, and then I will grade you based on this rubric. So the rubric is always available to you, so you're able to see how I am grading you. And that's all for week 1. This unit is designed to go through some of the important parts of APA writing and APA format, and also to tie in some of the critical thinking aspects that go into writing and doing honest work and things like that. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I look forward to seeing your work through the assignment and through the discussion board.